Good morning, Vietnam. How are you guys doing? Hope everybody's okay. Just switching everything to public now. Let's wait till things populate here. I am back, and I'll give you guys a rundown of what has been going on. So we're not in the dark anymore. One person's on. That's good. One is better than none. Good morning to whoever that is. Let's see if I can get everything ready here. Okay. Might be a tad early for everyone. Okay, I'll just get started. So, good morning, Mitch. Something weird came across my timeline, not on Facebook, somewhere else. And I just thought for sure there's no possible way this could be real. It had to be something was up. It wasn't real. There's no way that these people could be that disconnected from reality that they thought speaking the way they were speaking was okay. But I found it, and wow. So we're gonna look at it together, and listen to see exactly what is going on in California. In case you hadn't heard it, the entire school board resigned after this Zoom call leaked. They thought they were talking to each other only, when in actuality they were talking in front of someone they didn't want hearing what they were saying about parents. And then when we're done watching and interacting, I will give you guys a update about where things are with me and those that I've affiliated with before, and my channel and all of that good stuff, so we can start off aware of everything. Okay, so we know where everything is. Here, where everything is. Yeah. All right, so let's bring this up. Come on, I'm gonna call you TW from now. I like TW. Is that okay? Try to see if that's okay if I call you TW. I like TW. Please let me know if that's okay. So let's play this thing. There's no sound. Let's try this again then. Hold on. All of that's weird stuff anyway. So let me see if I can figure out why this isn't working. Share audio. All right, now tell me if you can hear it, okay? Not sure why that didn't come through.
Yeah.
Can you hear it now?
Read a lot of the meeting up to 3 minutes per individual. The board appreciates all public input. We don't have to restate that 3 o'clock and all that because it's already happened.
Do you want me to just say I'm moving 9.0 to in place of 6.0?
And just
Good.
That's fine. And it's just, but it's going to be agendized items because the comments are for agendized items, not non-agendized items.
And when we get to the non-agendized items, do I need to say it again?
Say that one more time.
Do I need to read the public comment on non-agendized items again and say there's no comments on non-agendized items?
No, you just 9.0. We have no public comment on non-agendized items, so then go to 10.0. And then I haven't vetted on
6.0. I'm removing 6.0, administer the oath of office, and I'm making it 6.0 public comment on agendized items.
Correct.
Okay.
Is that still a 20-minute time limit?
I better go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Or is it because it's an agendized item, there's no time limit?
We generally haven't for things that are on that would cause a storm that we don't want to deal with. So.
Yeah, the other ones that we've done before, we did all of them. I think we've had more than this before.
You know, I was talking to one of my buddies. He's out in Benicia, and they just recently changed how they do public comment. And anyone that wants to put in a public comment has to call into their tech department, and they record their message. And it only lets you go for 3 minutes. Oh. And it just lets you know that, hey, before you start, once you hit 3 minutes, it's going to stop, and that's it, and you're done. And then it records them, and then they just hit play, and so they actually get played during the thing, and they don't have to be read. So,
I think we should do that.
so I'll that's what I wanted to ask, and with some direction, I'll get
good,
some
thank you.
information on that and figure out. He said he would have his tech guy walk us through that. So
I think that would be amazing. Well, Miss President isn't here, but I'm sure that she would be loved that too. Why couldn't we do that when I was president?
Will our tech department be able to handle that, Greg?
What I missed?
no, sorry, Lisa. So this is kind of right up your alley with technology. I was talking to one of my buddies. He's the superintendent in Benicia, and we're talking about public comment. And they just recently switched. So their tech department set it up to where people that want to submit a public comment call in and have to leave a message. And the message will cut you off at 3 minutes. So it's like, hi, my name is Greg Hetrick. I live at...
In case you don't realize, what they're saying technically is that they don't want parents to get their full input in. They only want to hear what they want to hear for however long they want to hear you. So you might have a concern, but when calling in, I only give you 3 minutes to say your piece, and after that, shut up. So I think this is where it starts to go off the rails. So this is where it gets fun.
2221 Delta Road, Knights in California, and I wish to speak on blah, 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 blah. And they say it, and da-da-da-da-da, and if 3 minutes comes, it just cuts them off mid-sentence, and you're done. And it's like, and then that gets saved, and they send it in.
I love that.
Right? I was just.
That's a good idea.
When I was president.
Great. We need that.
I'm all for it, but the question is, will our IT department be able to break away from what they're doing?
Yeah, we won't make any announcement that we're switching anything until we've worked it out and make sure that we can do it and all that. So, yeah. Kelly and I'll work on that.
Because that means you would literally have to pull someone from IT during that day, and they would have to just sit there and wait for people to call and record.
And my understanding is it's set up like you just leave a message but it will only allow you to leave a 3-minute message from start to finish.
Okay.
And so it just goes, and then it just, it captures it, and then goes.
Oh boy.
You know what? Hey, Kim, I was just thinking.
So at this point, they think they're
I was thinking
offline.
now, just to encourage you.
Yeah.
People, it's easy to hide behind a screen and put in phones now. But when you're face to face with people, it's a whole different ball game.
Well, what's funny is that she's friends with who I went to Idol Tower, and it was posted on my social media. Someone else posted it. It's like whatever. I wasn't doing anything bad. I honestly don't care about that part. But you know what? Are we alone?
Yeah.
Bitch, if you're gonna call me out, I'm gonna fuck you up. Sorry, that's just me.
No, they forget that there's real people on the other side of those letters that they're writing.
Yes.
We're real community members. We have kids or have known kids that have gone to these schools.
Right.
Have a vested interest in this process, and they don't know what we do behind the scenes. And it's really unfortunate that they want to pick on us because they want their babysitters back.
Right.
Right. That's how I feel.
I agree, and it's fine. It's just I just need to get up.
I totally hear that because my brother had a delivery. Yeah, my brother had a delivery service for medical marijuana. The high clientele were parents with their kids in school.
That's awesome.
So when you got your kids at home.
So they're making fun of parents who are not teachers. Okay, by nature, we are not teachers. That's why you decided to go to school, was to become a teacher. So, in other words, if your job is as easy as you say it is, and parents should be able to do it, why the hell do we need you? Let's be honest. Since they're being honest, let's be honest. If you believe your job is so damn easy and parents should be able to do it, because if we consider you just babysitters and we should be able to handle it, then you went to school for nothing. You're worthless. Nobody needs you either. I might as well do my weed and teach my kids what I want. If you're going to complain about the fact that we need you and that we have to have our children in school and make fun of that fact because we can't handle it because we never went to school for that, then something tells me that I should consider your job trash and inconsequential. Am I wrong? Because they're literally laughing at parents' inability to deal with the education of their children 100% of the day. How is that acceptable? How is that acceptable? That is insane to me. Anyway, let's see what the rest of these idiots have to say.
No more Friday. No more smoke dog.
I think they get caught too live.
Yeah, your quarterback might be traded. I'm not happy.
I heard Frankie's not happy. Sucks.
Right. All three of our candidates are on and ready to go when we're ready to go.
Okay. Uh-oh. Laura Lanier, just FYI, you guys have the meeting. Oh, we have the meeting open to the public right now.
Nuh-uh.
That's what Lori just said.
Great.
Oh my God, that was priceless. Oh, that's priceless. There's some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's this. Look, you can think what you want of a parent. You're human, you're going to. But as a professional, you have to maintain that within yourself, not out loud to anybody in any public forum. Apparently, they all resigned. Let me verify because I'm pretty much sure that's what I saw. Is that they all left their posts. Let's make sure we got that correctly because you know how things are. Oakley School Board signs. Yep, the entire school board resigned. They want their babysitters back. The members spent 2 minutes mocking parents, suggesting that they wanted teachers back in school so they could have their babysitters back and go back to smoking marijuana. The entire time, parents who had logged in the regular twice a month meeting on the board had been listening. The response to the board members' comments was swift and furious, another reminder of the rage and anguish many parents are feeling at the school closures drag into spring. Thousands of people signed a petition calling for the resignation of all 4 board members who were heard laughing and jeering at parents. The mayor of Oakley, Sue Higgins, said that although she had no jurisdiction over the union, she called for the board members to resign. On Friday, the district superintendent, Greg Hetrick, announced that all 4 members, including the president, Lisa Brisdine, had resigned from the board of trustees. A 5th member had stepped down from the board in January, so the resignations left the board entirely without trustees. Yeah. I tell you, when I've been saying for a while now is that the liberal pathogen that goes through the school systems and goes through our media makes it seem like it's okay to think like this and behave like this on a regular basis, and people get away with it. I'm glad that they resigned. I'm glad that they had to face some consequence. But you have to look at this bigger issue is that they are still thinking like this and are allowed to keep their jobs thinking like this. Think of it this way. If the parents hadn't found out, they would still be thinking like this about the parents and teaching their children. And parents would have no say. None. No say. This is happening all over the country. This is the kind of crap that causes parents to lose their absolute minds when their kid comes home talking a bunch of liberal crap. And we allow it. We should demand more transparency in just about everything. The same thing we demand transparency in the government, we should demand it in our school systems. After all, our kids are coming home thinking what these people think. Why would you even think of mentioning someone's marijuana issue in a meeting and equate it to the fact that they can't handle the kids? You have no damn clue why a parent's doing marijuana. None. You have no, and he said medical marijuana, right? This is what he said, medical. So right off the top, he's dogging someone's medical need for it and medical use for it. Just straight off the top, yeah, we don't care. It's a medical need, psh, whatever. You're a junkie, and that's what you need to medicate for your kids. You want to, get back your babysitter so you can do your weed. I mean, it is California. I get that. But a medical use of it, you're insulting someone's need for a medical used marijuana. Ain't that something? I tell you. The more I watch this stuff and watch where things are going, the more I'm convinced that liberals have no brain power. Like I saw this other video the other day. This guy is a pro-abortion guy, okay? An older man too. And someone put in his comments, you were once a fetus. This is honestly what he said. He says, was. The word is was. I was a fetus. Now I'm a human. I was a fetus. Now I'm a human. I wonder what type of fetus he was. And how did he make the jump from whatever that fetus was to human? And that's no different than the teachers in today's society. It's almost like they park their brains from education and pick up a social agenda that makes no sense, but they like it. It's insane to me. It is literally insane. These people are absolutely lost their minds. I have 45 screws in my leg. I prescribed Oxycontin. I was walking zombie. I use marijuana. And there you go. See, I wish it worked for me. I really do, because I have tried it. Weed just doesn't touch me. It doesn't do anything for the pain. It doesn't do anything for any of the ailments I have. I did, however, try Oxy, and it worked great. It was the only thing that gave me relief, but they don't prescribe it anymore because they're afraid of addictions. So I don't get that. So I just deal with whatever pain I got. Someone says try edibles, and I didn't do anything either. So to make fun of people like that, it just makes no sense. You're a school board member. Your job is to want kids in school. You should want them in school. You should be upset at the fact that kids have no way to be live in front of you. You should be aware that children need that social interaction early, and they need it often, because their social aspect is what causes them to have a lot of issues later on. You ever remember the day when they used to say that homeschooled kids were just socially inept? For the majority of it, yes, they are, with kids their age. However, a homeschool kid will be much better at interacting with adults than they would be with kids their age, because the majority of people that they interact with are adults. But children need that social interaction with each other so that when they grow up, their peers are in their age group and they know how to interact with them, because they'll be having more interactions with them. Yes, they need to know how to act with adults as well, which is why the teachers are there. It's a cycle. And these morons, and I know it's not just limited to Oakley, California, okay? I have no doubt that there are multiple places where idiots like this exist, and they just haven't been outed yet. And they need to be. They need to be. Exactly, Mitch. Everybody gets affected differently. Like, I'll give you my story. So when I had my knee surgery, I had put up with this knee for a while, deciding I'm not going to. And then eventually my meniscus looked like spaghetti. So I said, all right, I'll go take care of it. Couldn't do stairs anymore, so I had to go figure it out. So they gave me initially some hydrocodone, I think is what it was. The first day I took it, it took the edge off, but my body's weird. I will take something, it'll work, and then by the next day, my body's like, nope, used to it. Sorry, not going to work anymore. So here I am sitting down thinking, I'm in pain. I'm going to take it. Now, mind you, I did do some dumb stuff. I had surgery on a Thursday, and I got up on Friday with stitches in my knee to go to work. Because I'm like, hospital ain't going to pay my bills. Insurance definitely is not going to pay my bills. I need to get back to work. So my wife's like, no, you're not going to work. And I'm like, yeah, I am. And then she took the keys, but I couldn't chase her because hell, my knee's gone. So I sat down and I took one, and it didn't touch it at all. I mean, by the next day, my body was like, not going to work this time. So I called them, and they gave me morphine, some morphine pills, I think. And I got up Monday, and I went to work. I got up earlier than she did. See, when you're used to getting up early and they're not, you can beat them. So I get up early Monday morning and I go to work. Now, I was working at the Microsoft plant. They were building a new facility, a data farm. This data farm is 20 acres ish. Yeah, 20 acres. Brand new, gravel everywhere. So I walk to work, I get to walk to work. I get to work and I have to walk the entire facility because I was the project manager / foreman for the electrical department for low voltage at the time. So here I am going through and giving everybody their jobs, and I'm kind of limping along. And so my stitches decided they were just not going to hold anymore. Well, I was kind of putting them under some stress. My boss sees my pants and it's kind of bleeding through the pants now. So he says, what's up with your knee? Because I didn't tell him I had surgery. I just told him I was sick Friday. And I told him, and he's like, and you're here today. It's like, bro, unless you're going to pay my bills, don't tell me when I can come to work. I'm going to get my job done. So he got me a cart. So I decided, since I'm taking a cart, I'll take the morphine pills at lunch. Kind of gave me a little tingle, took the pain away. By the next day, morphine pills didn't do anything anymore. So then they said, all right, we'll try some high-powered oxy. So they gave me the oxy 4 days later, and that did the consistent job of taking the edge off. Didn't remove the pain fully, but it took the edge off. Now, if I was a parent and they saw that I got a package of, they somehow saw the oxy bottle somewhere, then they say, look at him, he has to medicate to take care of his kid, and not knowing my backstory, making a ridiculous assumption about a parent because you're being an absolute liberal fool. That's the audacity of these people. But yes, Mitch, not every drug affects everybody differently. My body's a weird one for sure. But I don't like sitting down. Let's just put it that way. Until I got enough injuries where I had to sit down, and now I have to sit down. So anyway, these people all got released from their jobs, or they all quit. But I keep going back to this mindset: if they hadn't heard, they would still be doing their job and still thinking the same thing they think about parents. And that's the crazy part. That's the part that angers me, is that they would still keep their jobs, and there are millions like them. That's insane. That's really insane. But anyway, so morning, Lawstone. So let me give you an update of where things are. I had some really dire family issues going on. They have since resolved for the most part. It's with my oldest kid, kid stuff, but it got a little dire. And as a parent, remember I had come on and told you whether or not what we believe, if we really would put it into action when we get tested. That's me. That's me now. I finally got tested on the things I believed or said I believed. Um, and it proved out that I do sincerely believe what I believe, because I got tested in it. I got put to the test and see whether or not when the rubber hits the road, if I would go through with my belief system. And I did. I did indeed go through with my belief system. And I was kind of relieved, but at the same time, it was eye-opening. So I needed to take a break because my brain was not up for the task of doing shows. Needless to say, my heart was a little bit in chaos and in destroy mode at that point. I was just hurting for my boy and hurting for the family. And so I was just not mentally in a space to do a lot of things. And so that's why you didn't see me online for a bit. It's also why I wasn't on the shows with Corey and all that stuff. So it kind of put a little bit of a strain on the channel, the CNM channel, because I wasn't around. I also am of the, this wasn't told to me, but I'm of the belief too that probably I was a little bit too radical in my viewpoints for the channel to really survive. And so the decision was made by Corey to just close the channel down. So that's how CNM came to an end. I'm still waiting to get any further details, and I'm not sure whether or not I want the details as to why. But I guess in my selfish mind, I do want a resolve and an answer and all, but I don't need one necessarily to live. I was constantly assured, though, by my wife and other people that the things that most people consider controversial and hard, that many don't want to deal with, are the things that I am pushed to deal with, pushed to speak on, and not everyone can. Not that they don't want to. It's not that. It's that they can't. They're not called to do that. And I've told Corey that before, and I've said that out loud to you guys before. I will have my group of people that I will find one day that I can, fully partner with, and they'll have the same vision, the same mindset. I did wish Corey well in his ventures with his fatherhood channel and his Dr. Chu channel and stuff, because he does have a great work to accomplish. His connection to the Black community is deeper than mine, and his words are going to be very much needed in the next coming year here. So I do wish him well. I do want him to prosper in his next moves. I will miss the interaction. Not gonna lie, I will miss the interaction. The same issue happened with Suni, which is why you hadn't seen me and Suni on channels before, is because we had some very, very, very different viewpoints. And they clashed on many occasions later on, eventually, where we just stopped talking. I don't wish her any ill will. We just have different directions that we're going. I have a calling to talk about the controversial things, the things that are bigger than a forum discussion, the things that are darker that people don't want to address, and that there are a few people that are. I just need to get into that circle so that I can find a way to get my voice, which is why I wanted to launch my own platforms and stuff. And the reason why you hadn't heard much about the whole website and it's progressing and stuff like is because of the family issue that I was experiencing. Um, it was just really, 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 really tough. And I had to step back, not only because I needed to, but because my brain just was not, I was not ready to be able to interact with something outside of that family situation. So, but I am back. Um, I am back here. So we're good to go. Um, the Cabal series that I wanted to finish, I will finish it, but I will only finish it once I have my website 100% up and going, so that I know for a fact that I will not be shut down. The last thing I want is to get shut down again and not be able to finish what I want to say. Don't want that to happen. So that, among other really, really deep-seated things that we need to address as a country. Because if we don't address it now, we will find ourselves in positions where we will be forced to do things and endure things that we should not have to. It's the same, when you ignore a small problem and then that problem festers. It's like if you have a problem with your sibling or your spouse. Let's go with a spouse. And it's a little annoyance, and then you just let it fester. And you don't address it, you don't address it, you don't address it, and it just keeps happening. And you start to develop this angst towards the person, and their little issues start to really drive on your nerves, but you still ignore it. You don't talk about it, and then all of a sudden, it becomes a bigger thing. And now they do small things and it really pisses you off. And then the whole relationship suffers because you didn't address the small thing. That's what's going to happen with America if we're not careful. Hell, it already happened. That's how we got to the election issue. We ignored the small things. So when you ignore the small things, it becomes a big thing. And sometimes it can become uncontrollable. So thank you, TW. The thing is here. So with that said, you probably will not see many interactions with Corey and I in future shows. Not that I'm opposed to it. It probably just won't happen because of whatever differences we might possess, the different directions we're going to be going. He has his Bully Me Bad project. If you guys do, make sure you go support that, because it is a big deal. It is something that we need to actually put our efforts behind as well. So his work is definitely for the city, the inner city, and for the community as a whole, for Black fathers and even fathers in general. He does have a calling on his life for that. So I do wish him well with that, for sure. So make sure you guys go support him as much as you can. As for my next venture, I did get a YouTube channel back, not the old one, but a new one. And it is starting to grow a little bit. It's up to 60 subscribers. I'm going to try and put the link here. Hang on, so I could bring it up, and I'll put it in the chat so you guys can have it. Copy. Hey, Nicole. Paste. So there is the YouTube channel. Let me delete this here. I'm going to put it in the scroll options too, so you guys can see it. So there it is. I did try and pick up a new one. I have to get up to 1,000 subscribers in order to stream to it. My view hours are doing fairly okay. I am now at 48 hours. Yeah, so I need to I'm at 4 public watching hours, 4 hours. So not many people. I'll wait to do a creator channel until I get it going. I'm only at 60 subscribers. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I need to get to 4,000 viewing hours to get that channel back up and running. Because the reach I have to admit, the reach on YouTube would be good, so that when I do get off of YouTube, I can bring everyone over to my website. So that's the update. It's not the most positive one, not the one I want to give, but it's reality. I am also in the process of moving to a different house, and I have a lot of remodeling work to do on it. So my lives will be at a later time in the day because I have to be over there working, and then back over here to clean up, and then I can do my lives. So there may be a day or two in there where I have to switch over my internet and rebuild my office area. So I may be like 2 days without a live from my computer, but I'll try and do it from my phone. Thank you, Lisa. I'll have to do it from my phone. So that is the deal. So as much as you can, just grab that channel, share it on your Facebook page, get the word out about it. Once I do my creator switchover, I'll change the name. It probably won't be Tell It Like It Is, just so you know, because I have to make sure they don't associate that channel with the one before. I have to think about a name that I want it to be along the same idea, but different. So I'll have to think about that one. If you guys have suggestions, feel free to send them through. I will take any suggestions you have. So anyhow, your prayers are appreciated. I know you guys do. And thank you for the faithful few that have always been around, always have your encouragement to send, especially Sheila. I have to give Sheila a special shout out. Every morning, Sheila sends me a text with a devotional. And it does not fail to bring me tears, because it's always, and I mean always, on point for what either happened the day before or what will be happening that day. So special shout out to you, Sheila. Thank you so very much. And I'm sorry I haven't called you yet. I am sorry. It's just been a little bit chaotic here. Yeah, it's just been yeah. I tell you what, when this is over, I'll give you a buzz and I'll give you a good rundown. Because you have definitely been used to be an encouragement here. You all have. I just give Sheila a special shout out because it's been an everyday thing for her without fail, even without a reply from me. And that is huge. She just keeps, talk about it. I like that. Talk about it. I'll write that one down as an option. I kind of like it. I can see some variants to it already in my head too. Okay. So anyway, I have not heard of Orbeez. I'll have to look at that too. I'm looking at every other platform because one, I have to get ideas, but I need to know exactly what's going on as well. So what's up? My crazy head guy is here. Figured I'd bring him on. He has not been on the show before, and so I figured, hey, why not just show him. This is Christoph. This is my youngest. He's going to be 6 in June. Yeah, he's losing another tooth. He just lost one. So this is my twin. This is my mini me. He behaves exactly like his pops. He likes music. He likes to sing. He's a good kid. Is mama still sleeping?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's definitely a mini me. They said hi. They're texting all their stuff here. What you just ate? What you been eating? What is that? What you eating? Why does your mouth look like that? What you eat?
Nothing.
A cupcake. You grabbed a cupcake without permission, didn't you? Sugar. All right, go hang out with mom for a bit. Now that they've met you, they know exactly what I have to deal with. He is a precious little dude. He's hilarious. He loves his siblings too. He is a family kid. My goodness, he does not do well when his siblings go on sleepovers, and he has a heart of gold. Him and his sister, and they all do it just in a different way. But his is for everybody. It's weird. And his name's spelled different too. It's Kristoff. Christoph. If you introduce yourself to him and he introduced himself to you, he would give you his entire name because he has 2 middle names. And he will look you in the eye and he will shake your hand and he will say, Christoph Jonathan Angelo Brown. Oh my gosh. No, I can't deny him. That brother's definitely mine. He is definitely mine. When he was smaller, this brother used to stand in front of the TV and music, anything with music shows. Oh my gosh. And he used to memorize music, like, when he was riding in the car and he could barely get words out, but he wanted a song, he would start to hum the song so you know what song it was. Every time. So now all he does is listen to music. Music pervades his soul. He can't help but, jam out. So he and I share that. So he likes music. I like music. He likes to sing. He can sing. So that's good. Anyway, that was Christoph. He had to come say good morning. He might have YouTube one day. It would not surprise me if he becomes a top-notch musician because the kid has it in his bones. He's built for music. He's built for it. So, in any case, please go subscribe to the channel so I can start streaming there too. I might initially start using it to... Oh, hey, Travis, that's your show. Okay. I think I got a friend request from you, and I was like, that name doesn't seem appealing to... But then again, I did add it, so... Yeah, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, and that way I can get it going. We'll get a larger audience that way initially, so we can get it driven to the website. And then I have this cat here by my foot now. She wants to come and get attention too. You coming up? Decide. Are you coming up? Well, come on. Come on. Come on. You got to take that much mathematical equation to get up here? Seriously? Whatever. Cats. Anyhow, so now you guys know my situation with the two creators that I used to do shows with. No enmity for me and my end to any of them. I am just not the my approach and what I have to do does not mix with many. What I have to say and what I see and my views are not for everyone to tag along with. Gideon didn't have many people on his side either. I think he had two, right? Two. So, who is this cashier, Daniel? Dude, can you please leave my live and stop soliciting people? Please. Thank you. That'd be great. Please leave my live. All right, I'll help you out. They make it so I can't even block him. That's interesting. How did they manage that? I can't block him. Odd. I think they intentionally do that. You found the way in. So anyway, my next appointment on here will probably be tomorrow morning. I'll try and do it in the mornings before I dip out to do my work. So thank you, Mitch. Yes, you are. You are, Toots. Yeah, please, if you guys can block him, feel free. Block him. Yeah, you're on the Twitch live, and that's good. Get that also going so we don't have they have a little less well, thank you, Travis. I think a lot of people probably followed CNN for the same reason. Not saying that as a full of myself statement, but people are just hungry for something meaty. Not that Corey doesn't tackle meat. He tackles some big prehistoric meat. But I mean in the terms of the type. So we're called to a different thing, a completely different thing. No, you won't be able to see anybody else's chat too, because you're in Twitch. So if you were in Facebook, you'd be able to see what's on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, you'd see what's on YouTube. Though the benefit of having my live chat on my website is that you'll see everyone's, and everyone's will see everyone. So it's not going to be just a. Yeah, I heard about that, Cheer. I heard. I'm not even concerned about that anymore. Like I keep saying, it's about us. It's for us to what we have to do now. President Trump gave us a pathway to figure out to do what we have to do. And it's the harder thing to do, and people don't want to do it. So I don't. Yeah, he does have a more mild approach to the issues because he's trying to reach a different audience, and it's not in his nature for confrontation. That is just not what he's about. He's about the extra dialogue, and that's good. That's good. That is good. Yeah. I'll give you my theory as to why they did that. Here's the thing: if they let it through, then they're seen as conspirators and co-conspirators. And now what the Democrats could try and do is remove them from their seats. So we end up giving up one battle to lose the entire war. I don't see it as worth it. What it did show is that we do have an unsafe election. And what Biden will end up doing while he's sitting where he's sitting, because he's not president, but I'll give him what power he does have, but he's controlling stuff right now, is that he will run America square into the ground. And we will see the Democrats for what they are. But like I said, this will fall back on us to do something about it, not someone in power. All the politicians need to go. All of them. I keep saying this, and we need to step up and take back America. So I'll get into more detail about what I think we should do now that I can fully, without any backlash coming to anybody else because of my viewpoints. Yeah. Okay. So like I said, if you guys haven't already, go over to my channel, the new one. I'll flash it again for you so that you can see it. It's in the chat earlier on. Toots, did you manage to get that website? I think you already subscribed, but I keep saying this, President Trump has done more for this country in the exposure of the corruption that's there than any other president before him. He has given us all sorts of information and inside views. He said it on inauguration day. This is not just a transfer of power. This is about me giving the power back to you. And he did exactly that. He did exactly that. He gave us all the information we needed, possibly could ever use to get our country back. And if we don't use it, then it's on us. My website address is Tell It Like It Is MB. Tell It Like It Is MB. There it is scrolling at the bottom. He gave us all the information we could possibly need. And if we don't use it, it's nobody's fault but our own. We put ourselves in this position and we have to get out. And if we don't, it's on nobody else. It's on us. We can't afford to just sit back and get spoon-fed stuff and just expect things to change. And no, that's not how this goes. That is not how this is going to go. We got to get up off our behind and finally take our country back. We have to. Otherwise, we'll deal with whatever we get handed, and we can't complain. So, anyhow, so now you have the full update. Now you know exactly what's going on with me. It's a little bit of a dark news, but it's at the same time, like I said, I have a different path. One more thing. You won't be able to, get this, but if I can get the audio recordings, I will. Every Thursday, I was approached by a radio station here in town to do a radio bit every Thursday that they air every Thursday night at 9. So I will be doing a segment for them, recording it in the day, and then they play it at night every Thursday. So now I'm on the radio. And so they're trying to see if they can get it broadcast. It's a very small channel. It only broadcasts within the sound confines, but they're trying to amplify that so they get all the way to Seattle and stuff. So it gets almost all of Washington. So I will try and get to the audio recording so I can put it up online for you guys to hear. If it's something you guys are interested in, I can probably make that my podcast and stuff. So Podbean's another one I'm going to try and do here soon so I can get that moving. So I have some ideas. I just have to get settled in my new digs first. So yeah. It's called Fearless 93.6, I think is what it's called. Let me verify that because or 96.3. One of those two numbers. Let me verify that. I'll let you know. Oh, that's an old picture, man. Wow. Okay, let's see here. Fearless. 96.3. Yep. So Fearless 96.3 is the name of it. They're on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook. So you could probably find them on Facebook. So it's a good deal. Let me see if I can find them here. See if they have it. Let me see if they have the broadcast live or not. Or if they have it to watch or listen to. No. Okay. So I'll try and get it. I'll try and get it so you can hear it every Thursday, or at least hear it when I get it done. And we can go from there. All right. So we have that idea going. But thank you guys for tuning in. I'll try and be back on it in the morning so we can discuss some more things. I don't know. I'll find out. I'll try and do what I can. Thank you. Thank you. So you guys have a great rest of the day. Thank you, Justin. So, I want to make sure that you guys understand that I'm not going away. I'm just in that weird transition right now, both in location and solidifying my walk to where I need to go. So, okay. But I'm not going away. They're not going to get rid of me that easy. No one can. So love you guys. Have a grand rest of the day. I will see you in the morning, hopefully. And, we'll discuss some more in-depth things. Until then, have a grand day. Bye.